Hey everybody, welcome to another Hall of Fame interview with a very special guest and perhaps one of the most interesting people I have had the privilege and honor of getting into the community. We're so grateful he's chosen us. And second, he's getting results. He's finished. He's just graduated or finished the blockchain certification program right now at Pixeltests. And I think this is going to be super exciting to talk about his journey, etc. Okay, so with me I have Meedhansh and Meedhansh Gupta. And first off, the most important question, Meedhansh, how old are you?
Right now, I am 12 years old, and
Okay,
my
okay,
birthday is coming soon.
okay. Let's backtrack. You are 12.
Yes,
TWELVE, 12 years old. And when is
yes.
your birthday again?
It's on 31st January.
Oh, okay, cool. So that's awesome. So guys, just pause there, listen to it. 12 years old, 12 saal, and you've finished the blockchain certification on your own independently. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wow, excellent. Okay, so now that we're in shock and slowly the shock is wearing off. So I wanted to first talk about, why don't you introduce yourself? I also know a little bit about your entrepreneurship. You're running your own company. You've also received a very prestigious award in Delhi from the government. Talk us about that. But aapko, like, talk us about your journey. That's the number one thing, so that everybody can listen to that.
So basically, I am Meedhansh Gupta, and I am from Jalandhar, Punjab. And I am running my own IT company, Entreprocoder Private Limited, in which I teach young minds the age of mine, like 12 to 13. It depends on the age groups, and I teach them coding. It can either be PHP, Java, or Python. I can teach all of these. I have already learned, and I got one of the most prestigious awards, especially in kids. That is the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar. The previous year only, the PMRBB 2022, in which I also got a chance to talk to our PM sir, Shri Narendra Modi ji, and we almost had a conversation for about 3 minutes. Thank you, sir. And basically, my journey started when I was just 5 years old. At that time, I started learning programming. I was a little bit interested about it since my parents are also in IT line. So I also started learning, and later on, when I was in the age of 9, I made the first digital website, and I launched it. And there was a prestigious person. His name was Shri Vijay Samraji, who is currently the NCSC chairman. So he launched my portal. It was 21stjune.com. It was related to the International Yoga Day. So it was my first website I launched. And later on, I received India Book of Records and World Records India. And in the Corona pandemic as well, I have worked for the society by making some portals like coronafreeworld.com, Mission Fateh, which was our Punjab government's initiative to go through the Corona pandemic. And I contributed in all of these. And so I got World Book of Records. And for the same, I got PMRBP. So that's a little bit about my journey. So you are muted.
Sorry, that was not little. That was a lot. And this is what people take decades, and you've probably done it even centuries. I don't know, but you have accomplished it in such a young age. Okay, so just out of my curiosity, what did you guys speak for 3 minutes with the Honorable Prime Minister?
First off, he asked me what have you done previously, and what were he asked me that आप अपने विषय में बताइए कि what have you done till now, and plus who was sitting with you, we were that time in DC office due to Corona. We didn't go to Delhi, and we were in the DC office, and the whole event was online. So since it was online, we all talked. There were 6 people in total who talked to the PM, and I also got a chance from out of them. And he asked me about little bit about me. Then he asked how many people joined for the coronafreeworld.com portal. And then he asked me like, who taught you coding, like your parents or from school? So that time I told him that my parents taught me. So like that, it was a almost 3 minutes of conversation.
Got it. Awesome. And so now I want to just circle back to the programming piece. So it seems like you already know programming, you've experienced it. Your parents also have some, familiarity. That's excellent. So that helps a lot. Now I want to talk about your journey and your mindset before. So you already know PHP, probably Python, a couple of the other languages as well. But what got you into blockchain? Before joining this community, what was your mindset like? Were you already evaluating AI? Were you already evaluating blockchain or cybersecurity? क्या चल रहा था आपके mind में before you just came, maybe 2-3 months before? Yeah, let's focus on that. Uske baad, the follow-up question would be, what happened once the shifts came in, once you joined the community, what are the shifts in the mindset, so on and so forth. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, when I joined the community, before that, I already set my mind like a blockchain is a future technology, and I saw a lot about it, and I heard all as well, since it is a very good technology which can be a great use in future. And I saw a lot of use cases, and I was like, out of my curiosity, I was thinking to maybe join a course, and at that time I found Pixeltests. So that time I joined the workshop, and over there, straight away I just paid and got into the community. So my mindset was like, due to blockchain is such a good thing. Like it is a very good database structure in which we can keep all these things safe, and it is unbreakable. It is immutable that we cannot do anything with it. So that was like an amazing thing for me, since I was before I was working in like SQL or something. So over there, the data can be tampered. Even some of the websites I made, sometimes like some hackers maybe like if it is a website of products. So at that time, maybe a hacker adds one more product, which is like there is no name of the product, which is just a dummy entry. So that's not a good thing to be viewed on the website. So there were a lot of problems like that. So that I was just thinking that maybe I can join blockchain course, and it was a very good experience with tests and all the professors who were teaching us.
Wow, brilliant. So the use case is primarily because you've had experience developing websites and you saw that, the blockchain is the future, the technology is growing, and the database the immutable aspect, the decentralization aspect probably was very, very useful. Okay, now coming to the next part. So what was the mindset shift you had, as soon as you joined? Talk us from the masterclass or later, what happened to you as soon as you joined? Yeah.
Basically, like after the master class, my mind was like totally changed. Like sometimes some people may criticize blockchain as well. I don't know why. Some people may join like blockchain and Bitcoin. They just join them together, and they say like money laundering and all. But I say that like before I was also like somewhat into that thing due to the people I heard. But later when I joined the master class, and after I joined the course, there were a lot of shifts as I got to know new things about it. I didn't know much before, like about maybe cryptography or maybe the structure of blockchain. I just know a new little upper layer only, like there are nodes which are connected and they add something. So, but later I got to know a lot of things which were really new for me. And I just like there were a lot of good things I got to learn. And as well as there were also some shifts about the advantages, like I got some ideas as well, like this can be done, that can be done. And so it was a very good thing for me, and I explored a lot of things during the course as well.
Wow, brilliant, brilliant. And okay, so the masterclass was definitely very, very pivotal, great. And then you join the community, and then you're looking through all of the syllabus now, one by one, one by one. roughly when did you join, like which month, and how long did it take for you to finish these self-paced plus live lectures? And then what was the kind of use cases that were coming in as you finished the modules, module 1, 2, 3, like you said, cryptography was there, hash functions were there, all the way to like hyperledger or so on and so forth. I think you've already now also, done with most of solidity piece, or, you're exploring that. So talk us about the journey from that aspect.
I guess I roughly joined in the starting of 2022 only. So at that time, I just joined the masterclass. There were a lot of emails coming, and so I just joined it. So after that, I just joined the community, and when I had the first class, it was with you only, and it was in the evening. So at that time also, I got to know a lot of new things about the community, like how do we set up, how do we do a lot of things over here. And so I just liked a lot of things about the classes as well, like the online classes and the self-paced learning that I can do. So it roughly took me about like since I joined in the starting, and I just ended at the starting of this year only. So I just got the certification that time, and I actually really liked it, and especially the fourth one, which was the IITM. And over there I learned a lot of things, and in each and every module by the Professor Pandurangan sir and by the Satya sir, they taught a lot of new things, and they just teach in a very good way, like जिसको कहते हैं like from the beginning, मतलब like शुरू से शुरू करना. So कोई भी चीज वो पढ़ा रहे हैं, so at that time they just teach us very passionately. Like if we talk about Pandurangan sir, so he's teaching on his notepad, and he is just teaching in a very good way. Like he's just teaching us in a layman language, that if someone says that tell me what is blockchain, I can tell him very easily and he can get to know about it. And actually I just really like the duration as well, like 3 hours is okay. And the other classes as well, like the Python classes, and not just blockchain, but there were a lot of other classes as well for the mindset, like the orientation, and by the Kashmir ma'am. So she taught us like the law of attraction and the affirmations, even the KVSS and the yoga classes. They were also really good. Like what, like it was just a whole package that every AI or blockchain developer needs to be healthy and to do a lot of things. So overall, I just really liked it.
Wow, that's extremely mature and so sensible coming from like 12-year-old. Excellent. So want to talk about little bit about now your next steps. So you finished the blockchain certification. Congratulations once again. Fantastic. You've gone through all the modules, you've absorbed it. You've also done the rest of the mindset piece. Fantastic. Which is very, very important, like what we call it, financial health, mental health, and physical health. Talk us a little bit about what excites you in blockchain now. So a year ago, you didn't know too much. Now you know the full stack. What is exciting to you? What are you going to do? Are you going to incorporate this back at your startup, your company, or you're going to try some use cases, or you're going to teach? So what is now your next steps?
Actually, all the things you said, I am just thinking of doing all those. Like, I just want to do the same blockchain thing in my company as well. I want to teach as well, since it is a really good thing and it is a future. And if we teach someone right now, so it can be a really useful thing for the person as well in the future, so that they can also save their future in blockchain, because it is a booming technology, and once it is on the peak, it will stay on the peak for a lot of years. And it is a huge thing, like it can be used by the governments, maybe by the companies, the MNCs. Anyone can use it for just keeping their data safe, which is a very big problem right now. Even like the huge companies, maybe the airlines or anything, like in recently in the US, their data interrupted, and around like in thousands of flights were cancelled that time. So
Yeah.
they don't even know that it was a glitch, or maybe someone tampered it. So they don't even know. So if we just take it to the blockchain. So it will be very much safe as compared to the normal databases, maybe the SQL or some other one. So I think it is a huge use case. And of course, I will also try to incorporate it in my future projects. Like if I do, when I will do something else for the society, that time also I want to incorporate the same, since it is a new idea. So why not to just use it in between? So that I can also learn more and I can explore more of the things in blockchain.
Wow, brilliant. And what are you learning in school? You're still going to school. I remember you told in an email, like, can you please schedule this conversation to so and so time? You're in school. What are you learning? Are you in like what, seventh class?
Yes, I'm in 7th class in
Okay.
ICSE board.
Wow, wow. What are your thoughts on regular schooling, like education?
Actually, in like ICSE board, it's a little like, it's very huge syllabus.
Mm.
But some of the things, I don't say all the things are not usable, but some of the things somewhere are not really usable, not really like it. And so I think the education system somewhat needs to be changed, but there is a lot of information that we get from it.
You realized this in seventh class. We didn't realize it till we were 30 years old, or maybe, yeah. Go on.
So like actually I just realized, and other also realize it, because nowadays career building is much more being promoted instead of just education. Like CBSE board has a little less syllabus, government boards have a more little less. The ICSE board just has too high syllabus and they need good percentage to pass you. So that's a little bit pressure, but still I am able to manage it somehow. And basically I just came back from school today at 3, and I just changed at 3:30, and then I was just like setting up my laptop and I was like 10 minutes late, and I'm sorry for that.
No,
So
that's okay. And I just want to know, so when do you, so you go to school, I'm assuming school starts maybe at 7, 8 and all that, the whole, routine to that. And then you finish at 3. So when do you manage your company?
like afterwards only, and even the employees are also working in between, for the projects as well, if there are any websites that my employees handle. And otherwise when I am taking the online classes that I do in the evening time, like even the other children,
Wait, you said employees. How many employees or staff members do you have?
right now I just have 3, not
Okay.
much.
Awesome. Good. No, you have start. That's brilliant. Even we are very, very bootstrapped and small in size. Excellent. Yeah. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, thank you. So after that, in the evening, since I told you that the other students are also of my age group, so they also are used to like the evening timings. Actually, the problem is mostly my friends are there and some other are also there. So being in ICSE board, they go to tuitions, and when they come back from the school, they just go to tuition and then they come back at 7. So it is a little bit hectic about for them, but I just try to keep my classes short, like just an hour class, and then I just give them some assignments. So I just handle my company, like the teaching thing in the evening time. And if there is no class, like some days there is a holiday, so at that time I also manage the projects as well.
Wow. And how old are these employees that you have, the 3 of them?
They are around 25 to 30 years.
Wow. Guys, just take a breather right now. Whoever's watching this on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you might be, just write right now what you feel, like literally what you feel. 12-year-old managing 25, 30-year-old, he's got projects, he's got revenue, he's got traction. Again, felicitated by, the PM. Makes me envious also, and extremely proud as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. And then, so are these all remote?
No, they are not remote. Out of 3, 2 are coming regularly, and one is out of India, and she is managing over there.
Wow. Wait, what? You have an international employee too. Wow. And what does she do? Sales?
No, all those 3 manage websites. They know how to work in PHP, and so they create projects in it.
Wow. Excellent. And how do you source clients?
Basically, since my father has a huge network, so over from there I get many clients, and other side, like even my friends also give me some clients, and sometimes some people come randomly. So there is no such source like online source. I never tried to work online, but there are a lot offline only.
Wow, brilliant. So you're leveraging your dad's network and you're getting clients and you're obviously keeping them happy because if you're surviving and you're getting more referrals. Excellent. Cool. Let's, this has been really fantastic for me. I want to know, wow, you have friends, you have school, and you have a company. Ah, can't get over it. Okay. Want to know a little bit more about um, the last part, which brings us to the last part. I want to know a little bit more about what is the message you want to give to rest of the youngsters like you. Youngsters means you're literally a kid. I'm sure many of them are doing a lot more other things. I mean, no judgments, but like you said, they're going to tuitions. Maybe they're on Instagram. Maybe they're doing so many things. But what is the message you have to them?
Like the only message I have is that age is just a number. We can do anything in any age. Like even my community, in the blockchain community only, like I am the youngest, and there were some old people, like someone over there was age of 50, I guess. One of them was there. So like that, we must be motivated all the time. And if we just search on maybe Google that the oldest person to achieve something, or maybe something else, even if we talk about Bill Gates, he is still so successful, and they also started from a young age. Although there is nothing about age, but if we just start from a young age, like till 13 to 14 years, our minds are very sharp. We can just grab anything and we can absorb it, and we can just use it anywhere. So at that time, if we just grab the knowledge which will be have helpful for us in future, so if we just do this thing, then we will be successful in young age. If we talk about all the billionaires of the world, almost 70 to 80% of those started maybe in 16 years, 17 years. If we talk about Elon Musk, or maybe Steve
Yeah.
Jobs, or Larry Page, all of those started from a young age, and now they're successful, and they're just enjoying their life right now.
Wow. That is phenomenal. You're already, not already, but you're talking about the billionaires, where they started, the young journeys, the patterns, and I can see you're very switched on. That is amazing. And I had to ask this, do you drink Boost or do you take coffee?
I drink none. I drink coffee sometimes, since a programmer needs to be alive at night.
Oh,
Coffee.
awesome.
Otherwise, since I'm in Punjab, so I like the tea, the masala tea made by my mother.
Wow. Yeah, we all love the adrak, the masala chai. But
Yes.
awesome. And just want to know a little bit more about your entrepreneurship aspect, because I am very curious about that, and I love those journeys. What do you read? What do you consume? Because as an entrepreneur, programming is one thing, but you're managing a team. One of them is international. You're leveraging your dad's network, and you're also constantly, your friends should be pulling you, your teachers will be pulling you, so on and so forth. But what are the books you read?
I read one book, and it is from the Dale Carnegie, that how to win friends and influence people. So I'm into public speaking as well.
Wow, Dale Carnegie. Yeah, that's a phenomenal book. I read it, I think, 10 years ago. Really good book. Excellent. And what are your other information diet? Like, do you watch something particularly on Netflix in terms of like Game Changers or something that's constantly you feel like I need more of it? And I'm like you said, the word learn. I like that. Right. Is it social media or do you follow some people? Talk us about that.
Basically, on YouTube, I just consume all the information. Like I work on YouTube for current affairs. Like there is one YouTube channel you must have heard, Dhruv Rathi.
Hmm.
So he talks very nicely, and so I just like him, and so I follow him, and I just see each of his videos, and they are nice, informational, and they are very short videos. since like 15 minutes, it's not a big thing. It's not a big deal that if we just take out 15 minutes out of our schedule.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm a little bit up on Twitter as well and Facebook mainly.
Wow. Brilliant. Awesome. So that brings us to the end of the session. I wanted the session to keep going on and mining your head, because I can see you're going to be from 3 people to 300, 3,000, maybe even 3 lakh very, very shortly. And very rarely do you obviously come across motivated individuals, but very, very, very rarely do you come across motivated individuals who are, kids. So thank you so much for your time, for coming here. And again, I'm grateful for the opportunity you've given. You joined last year, you've taken the 12 months, managing school, managing everything else, and finished successfully. Congratulations once again, and thank you for your time, Meedhansh.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to join the Hall of Fame interview.
Thank you. Thank you.